Hello and welcome to Entrepreneur Journey, brought to you by Selfimprovement. And today my guest is Kishor. He is the host of the podcast Challengeit, and he recently wrote a book called Challengeit.
Yeah,
So how are you today, Kishor?
I'm awesome. And I would like to introduce myself because most of the people might not aware about me. So I'm a 19-year kid from India and who runs a podcast, who has done multiple businesses. I started when I was 17 years old. The only sole purpose was serving my family. I didn't had any other purpose. I am honest about it. I only got into business because I wanted to make some money and so help my family.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite book?
So favorite books are kind of these three books: .com secrets, traffic secrets, expert secrets. All of three are by Russell Brunson, founder of ClickFunnels. And if anybody wants a mini marketing degree, he can go through all of these books. That would be super awesome.
Yeah, I totally agree. Those are some great books. I think over on my shelf I'm not sure which one is over there on my shelf right now, but I have
There is
one of
one
those
more.
books.
There is one more book suggested by Mark Cuban also. Rework. Rework is also good. Good book.
So how long you've been following, this isn't on the questions, but how long you've been following Russell ever since you started?
So it was me for first time I saw Russell Brunson was in 2019. He was doing some 5-year birthday of ClickFunnels. He was doing a YouTube live, I think so. So that
Nice.
was that video came up on my news, and I was just scrolling through YouTube. That came to my feed, and I just stumbled upon his world, and then kept buying his products and continued the journey with ClickFunnels.
If you're going to follow someone, Russell is a great person to follow. He's got tons of knowledge. I have another question for you. If you're stranded on a desert island and you can only take one person and what person would you who would you take, and what thing would you take?
So, like the best person would be Bear Grylls, man versus from the Man versus Wild, and whatever things he suggests, that would be the best because survival would be first priority on deserted island.
Yep. I always wait for someone to say I'll take a boat, because the one thing you want to take is something to get you off the island. So
Because he's expert, he has gone through multiple things. He's the
yeah,
survival ultimate survival expert. So just relying on him, whatever he suggests.
yeah, that's an awesome answer. So I have a few questions about your entrepreneur journey in particular. So what has been your biggest challenge so far being an entrepreneur?
Biggest biggest challenge is fear, I feel so. Fear and something missing out, I feel.
Mm, yeah.
Fear in the sense we all have internal fears. For me, first time shooting videos was super fearful. For me, first time doing podcast was super fearful. For me, approaching English is not my first language, so me approaching a foreign guy and talking to him in English and asking him for money for my services, that was that was super awkward moment for me. So the only thing is I kept going. I had some embarrassing moments. I kept going. Like my first videos were not too good.
I think the secret to it all, though, like
Yeah,
you just got to keep going. There's always going to be something uncomfortable that comes to you. As you grow, the next thing is going to be uncomfortable. So
yeah,
that is
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Now I've looked at your profile a little bit, and I've followed you just a little bit. So I know, in your own words, you call yourself a freak for self improvement.
Yeah.
What do you feel is your biggest accomplishment in the area of self improvement?
Uh, I'm not the Tony Robbins or Dean Graziosi type of person, but self improvement has helped me in saving my own life.
Mm.
At one point, I was a stage of business when everything got collapsed.
Oh,
It was like me getting experience at age of 18 years old that people
wow.
get at 30 or 40 years old. They reach. So it was like all of my business got like not immediately, but at the moment they were at the forefront of closure, and I didn't had any money coming in. I was like down zero. My bank balance was negative. That was my worst phase out there. So I didn't got into substance abuse or any other thing, but one thing is like these devices are super addictive.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel so, and it was a period of lockdown last year. So that was my phase. I I got addicted to watching Netflix, going through binge watching series on multiple web series. I binge watched multiple movies and didn't do any work, any significant work, the revenue producing activity. And that's like that when I got into the self improvement. And before also, in my when I was a younger child, I didn't had multi resources. Like I was not able to learn properly. I have faced a lot of challenges in my early childhood also. So I have been like constantly on this journey. I need to improve. I need to improve. So there are multiple things I practice. Journaling is one of them. Other thing is, I'm not a meditation guy. I recently some of my friends told me this concept. Go and practice meditation. So I'm trying out. And if you see at the back, I have the boxing ring out there. So sometimes I do boxing, taekwondo. So that's kind of a thing I'm right now focusing. And
Nice.
this types of sport makes you mentally tough, I feel.
It does.
That's
It
that
does.
is what you will that is what gives an entire internal desire to fight the competition, go beyond the comfort zone, I feel.
Mhm. It's so rewarding when you face those fears and you go through, you break through that comfort zone, and then things become a little more natural for you, and you're like,
Yeah, yeah,
why did I ever resist in the first place? But
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
happens. So, um, question: do you do any kickboxing or just punching the bag?
uh, Actually kickboxing is all about kicking, like leg work,
Hmm.
and boxing is all about hand things. So
Nice.
it's kind of a, it's kind of a different sports, but yeah.
Are you a
i'm
fan of the
i'm
mixed martial arts?
I have not tried kickboxing yet, and other forms of martial arts. I don't know about them mostly.
Nice. I have not either, but I have friends that do martial arts, and I'm always like,
Yeah. So how I got into martial arts was like my brother just bringing me into this world. He was super passionate about boxing and
mm,
taekwondo. So he like I'm going to this training, this institute. Come with me for practice. This was his line. And then I was just I think I was in sixth grade or seventh grade. So he just used to like pull me and like come with me. This was his line. So that's how
nice.
I got into this world.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think you touched on this a little bit in the beginning, but what motivated you to become an entrepreneur? You had mentioned money and family,
yeah.
but
What
can
I
you
feel
go?
is, what I feel is, if your basic needs are not satisfied, you will not go and help somebody. If currently I'm doing a podcast or writing a book, trying to help a lot of people, in future I might run events or do multiple things. If the intentions are not right from my soul and heart, if my basic needs are not fulfilled, I would only think about money, like how can I bring pay my bills, or like at the lowest level of desires. I feel if you want to achieve something higher, you need to go like raise your standards.
Very, 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 very true.
Yeah,
So I am very interested in, since I've gotten to know you a little bit about your challenge it stuff. So tell
yeah,
us a
yeah.
little bit about the challenge it podcast. Like what do you talk about? Who are your what kind of guests do you have?
So generally, like how did this Challenger podcast started was just me one day thinking about. I know a lot of things about mindset. I want to share with this world out there. I want to spread my message out there. Earlier, I used to talk to my friends. I used to consult somebody in my business partners or team members. But I feel this it should go beyond, like it should be on public platforms. The videos that what used to happen is in the company that I was running, we had like 4 5 guys under me, and I used to train them and like work upon their mindset, helping them to overcome their fears. So sometimes like that was the thing I saw. Like this is the transformation thing I want to share with the world. So that's how the podcast came into the picture. That's how the book came into the picture. This was my journey out there. Like from podcast to book, that was the journey.
Nice. So the book is just kind of an extension of the podcast. It's a mindset book as well.
Yeah, it's just a summary or whatever things. It's just me accumulating my knowledge for like passing on to my kid if I get married, or in future or whatever. I'm not married yet. So if would have kids, and it would be just my legacy work out there, I feel. That
Nice.
was my intentions of writing that book.
Nice. I'm going to have to check it out. Can I get it on Amazon?
Yeah, it's available on Amazon, but I'm thinking to just update few more chapters there. I felt like some chapters are missing out there, so I'm just trying to just update it in within few weeks again.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Because you just finished it like what, a few weeks ago?
Like the book was ready in the month of April only to launch, but I feel like still today I feel I can add more things into this. I can add more things into this, so that's kind of a thing.
Nice. Um,
Yeah.
I'm going to check it out. I might wait. I'll message you and say, let me know when you're going to do the revised version because I want all of it. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
tell us how to find out more about the podcast and also how to just find out more about you.
So first thing is if you are watching this on Facebook group, so it might like you can just click on my profile out there, Kishor Dhanwate or like Challengeit podcast. You can search it on Apple Podcast or Spotify or whichever platform you are preferring. This is the one way, and you can give the links to my profile. That would
Mhm.
be the best option.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll put the link to get the current book on Amazon below as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's been great having you. Anything else you wanna leave us with? Can you give us a mindset nugget or?
Like this, the only thing I talked about is keep showing up every single day, even if you
Mm,
suck at initially. Keep showing up, even if you are like if you don't get results in one day, 1 week, or 1 month. This is just about keep showing up. That's kind of thing from my side.
imperfect action. Continue
Yeah,
to
yeah,
take
yeah.
imperfect action and refine it. Yes, I am right on the same page.
Yeah.
So I remember when I started this, I was scared out of my boots.
Yeah.
But I've gotten more and more comfortable doing this. So it once again it has been a pleasure having you, and I look forward to staying connected. And once again, you can the link to the book will be below, and a link to connect with Kishore will also be below. So thank you again. Have a great day.
Yeah.